something that works for me is not going to work for somebody else. And so if you have like some issues with the changes, it's a valid feeling. So don't feel like discouraged because a lot of people don't seem to have an issue with it. Unpopular opinion, these are way better than Takis. Just saying. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Merely Layla. My name is Layla. Today we're going to be reacting to the second episode of Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney+. Sorry, there's been a bit of a delay. Life has been lifing, so yeah, I have no other excuse. Anyways, I don't really have much to say. Wait, actually, okay, so the way I've been structuring these reaction videos is that I first record the episode on my laptop using the OBS Studios, and then I do like the reaction, like where I film myself watching the episode. And the only problem with that is that OBS Studios, I feel like, I don't know if it's like the best software to use for this. Like when I do when I record the episode, there's like a bit of lagging and like buffering that ends up happening, which is like really frustrating. So if you guys have any tips for me, please let me know. But anyways, that's all I have to say. So let's get into the reaction.
You drool when you sleep.
She said it! I kind of wish they could have added her feeding him. I think that would have been funny.
It's okay. You're safe. It really happened.
It's a big deal to kill a monster like that, so I wanted everyone to know.
Did you see it? Father's a god. So I'm gonna go find him.
Yeah, but it isn't that simple.
Percy Jackson, I'm new here.
Peter Johnson is here!
Okay. That isn't really my name. I guess I'm looking for the office or whoever's in charge.
Wait,
So-
wait, Percy? Mr. D. Mr. D, this is Percy Jackson.
Yeah, Grover. I heard him the first time.
But did you?
I really don't want to start with this
But did
guy.
you?
He's starting with me.
Percy, the D is for Dionysus. That's Dionysus.
What do you mean, Dionysus? Like the god Dionysus?
Yes,
No way.
yes.
Excuse me, Your Highness.
Oh,
I think my dad may be around here somewhere. I don't know how to ask him. I don't even know his name. But I think I should see him. I think I really need that right now. Can you help me?
actually, I think I can. Son.
Dad?
Yes, Peter.
It's Percy.
Exactly. Now, before we get to know each other, there's something very important I want you to do for me, okay? In the galley, there is a bottle of 1985 Chateau Haut-Brion. Will you go fetch that for me?
Not him trying to use him to get a freaking alcohol. Oh my god. Why is this so in character? Oh my god, that is so funny. And can I say that's like a perfect casting for Dionysus because he has that like unhinged, crazed look to him. And I'm living for it. I've said previously that if I were like a half-blood, I'd be a child of Dionysus just because I kind of resonate with that craziness. So, I'm living for this. That's so funny.
Is that really all you have to say to me?
Okay, Mr. D, even if Percy was...
Grover, quiet, please. This is a nice moment. Don't ruin it. The galley is right down that path. Grab that bottle, and I'll talk to you about whatever you want. You know, you, me, who cares?
Oh my god.
Gods are able to do things for gods that gods are forbidden to do for themselves. Mr. D was taking advantage of that. Percy, walk with me, and we'll start again. Grover, please, give us a moment. This is a sacred valley, Percy. Humans can't see it. Monsters can't enter it. The world can't touch it. Great care was taken to bring you here, and great sacrifice.
So there's something I gotta tell you. I lost your pen sword thingy.
Oh, that
Hopefully
looks
that
so
wasn't your own
pretty.
Check your pocket.
No, I lost it the other night on the hill.
Check your pocket.
Did they actually film this in Long Island?
Unless you surrender it, it will always find its way back to you. Magical objects don't obey the physical laws of the ordinary world.
I am obsessed with how Camp Half-Blood looks. Way better than what the movie showed. I can't wait until they get a bigger budget for season 2, because that way they can really do a lot more with Camp Half-Blood, and I would like to spend a lot more time in Camp Half-Blood, so I don't know, I'm really excited.
In my wheelchair, they're all a part of your father's world, as are you now. Please, this is Percy Jackson. I trust you will see to whatever he needs. I know you feel powerless, but you're not. All will reveal itself in time.
Give me a hard time. Just do it tomorrow. I can't do any more today.
Heard what happened to you on the hill.
I like how they actually gave Luke
Say
his
I'm really
scar.
sorry. I know what you're going through. Believe me. I'm Luke.
It never made sense to me why like they opted out of that for the movie. That's cool.
You've been picking at them again.
Who's she?
You're too hard on yourself, Grover. You always have been.
My anxious little baby. Is she like his mom?
Don't be nervous.
Or like a maternal figure?
Just be truthful. Okay.
Oh, is he seeing the council?
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to choose.
Sorry to interrupt. Is now an okay time to talk?
Yes. Go ahead.
It's Sally Jackson. I think I know what really
Why didn't we
happened
get to see the meeting?
there. I've never seen truth.
Grover, the truth can be very dangerous if it isn't handled carefully.
I don't want to lie to him anymore.
Come on. There are powerful forces at work here, boy.
I like how adults always like opt out of telling people or kids stuff just under the guise of being like, oh, it's not the right time, or oh, you know, it's gonna hurt their feelings, or like, you know, there's always like a lot of excuses as to why you're not telling somebody something, and that drives me nuts because I'm the type of person that I want to know stuff. I need to know. You have to tell me. And I would be, I get pissed if I don't get told what I need to know. So, you know, I feel for Percy here because he deserves to know that his mother is alive. You know, the poor kid is grieving, yet, you know, they don't want to tell him. I get like where Chiron is coming from. You know, it's the same story with like Harry Potter and like Dumbledore with Harry. So like I get it, but I also don't like it.
Boy, forces that have laid waste to the earth before and are close to doing it again. So you don't want to lie to your little friend? Too bad. I suggest you steer clear of him then, because you will say nothing to him about this. Do you understand?
I didn't mention this in my. I don't think I mentioned this in my episode 1 reaction, but I really love the inclusion of Percy's dreams. I like how real and intense it feels. I feel like if you hadn't read the book and you're like watching the shows and like this dream sequence comes up, you would think that like it's a continuation of the story. Like you wouldn't think it's a dream, I think. I don't know if that made sense the way that I said it, but yeah, it kind of shows you like how intense these dreams are and how real they feel and how traumatizing it actually is for these kids that they have to go through this, you know. They're essentially like not getting any rest at all.
I left you here. Left you with nothing. I know how you feel. You want what's been taken from you.
Does anybody know who's doing the voice? I'm assuming this is supposed to be Kronos.
Justice.
You okay?
Super.
We all have them, you know. Intense, recurring nightmares. That's normal here. And the daydreams, and ADHD, and dyslexia. Demigods just process reality differently than humans do. For the first time in your life, you're just like everyone else.
So are you also... Do you not know who you're...
Am I unclaimed? No. Hermes is my father. That doesn't matter. We're all on the same team here.
Why is that okay? Why do they get to bring us here to just ignore some of us?
Spend too much time trying to figure out why the gods do whatever it is they do. You'll drive yourself crazy. The sooner you stop worrying about that, the sooner you can enjoy what this place actually does offer.
What's that?
Glory. Demigods have always fought for glory. They used to call it kleos. It's like this stuff that attaches itself to your name, makes it bigger, scarier, more important. People listen closer when you talk. They work harder.
You know the kid with the curly hair in the back? Well, like, actually, everybody in the show has curly hair, and I love it. But, the brown kid in the back. I don't know his ethnicity. I know he's playing, Chris. Right? I think he's playing Chris. Chris Rodriguez.
Oh, hey. Knock it off, Clarice. It's like his first day. Come on.
Wait, so this is...
Queen! Look at her, she looks so good.
Yeah, right.
How am I supposed to hate Clarice when she's played by Dior? How? How? I don't know.
Like, you want attention around here, dummy? Better be ready for it when it comes.
I liked how she called him dummy. I feel like that's like very on par with what Aries would say.
They come by it honestly.
Why don't they mess with you?
They know better.
Who's the strongest swordsman at camp?
So they leave you alone because glory. So if I get glory, Clarice won't mess with me either?
Exactly.
And people think I'm a big deal.
Well, sorta. But
And my dad's got no choice but to claim me.
you can't force the gods to do anything.
Well, yeah, but it would make it harder for him to pretend I don't exist, right?
Maybe.
Well, great. Where do we start?
Good source of glory or feats of skill. So we gotta figure out what you're good at.
I want to be very clear about this. I've never done anything like this before, and it looks super dangerous.
Yeah, you never killed a minotaur before either. Until you did.
I wouldn't.
Get that bow and arrow away from him. Ooh, look at you! That Hephaestus kid is built like a Hephaestus kid. It's almost like that was the point. I like how Luke grabbed him. You're like,
a lot of disappointment.
he's so tiny.
Maybe someone should ask him if he's missing a kid.
Oh, easy. But she's a goddess. And her whole thing isn't really disappointment, it's more like failure.
He's praying to her.
I think you used to hate this.
That's so sweet. Oh,
When the phone would ring the night after you left me in a new school. Tell you that people are awful. I wanted to come home.
Well, the good news is this isn't that calm. I hope you're sitting down, but I think I've made some friends here. Like, real friends.
I think they might really like me. Imagine that.
he's spoke too soon, buddy. Just kidding.
He isn't here. My father, he just didn't show. Come see me. I'm gonna make him see us both. Hey guys, can't sleep, huh?
Every new kid shows up here and they think they're special.
Isn't yours special?
He is special.
No? Tell me you made it all up about the Minotaur. And I'll let you go. I didn't make anything up. Some kids gotta
Learn the hard way.
That is nasty. But that's what you get for bullying the son of Poseidon. I really like how Percy's always like, in the beginning, he's like, I wonder where my father is. But then like he has all these encounters with water behaving strangely, and he hasn't put it together yet. It's just kind of funny to me. I wonder who my dad is. Oof, water explodes. Look at her. She looks so good.
No, you can't.
Okay. Wait, I know you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, but you were there. The night in the infirmary.
Yes. I'm Annabeth.
Are you stalking me, Annabeth?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Because she
Well,
can't.
I've been waiting to see if something like this would happen. So I know if you can help me.
Help you do what?
Win capture the flag.
You cut her a break.
Whose side are you on anyway?
Oh, hers. Always. She's my little sister.
One thing I forgot to say is I really like the fact that Luke has been the one that's been giving him like the tour of Camp Half-Blood. I like how they've been having a lot of one-on-one time. You know, it really builds that relationship up, and then it also makes Luke's betrayal a lot more harder in the future. So yeah, I like this. I feel like, I don't know, it works. It's a good decision that they've made. Because I know, like, in the book, it's Annabeth that's, like, giving him the tour and stuff. And we're going to have a lot of Annabeth and Percy time later on throughout the book. But in the beginning, you know, we don't really get to see Luke as much. So it's awesome that we're seeing so much of him in this episode. Yeah. I hope that made sense. I feel like I ramble a lot.
Maybe I should back up. Before camp, I was on the road. And a forbidden kid I met along the way. Her name was Thalia.
What does that mean, forbidden? A long time ago, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades agreed their children were becoming too powerful, so they made a pact. Not to father anymore. It held for a long time until Zeus broke that pact. Until Thalia. The forbidden kid attracts trouble. Monsters everywhere. Just
Constant battle to stay alive. One day we find this little girl hiding in an alley, Annabeth. We were worried about taking her in, exposing her to all that danger. Then we saw her fight. Thalia didn't make it. But Annabeth and me, we did.
I have a confession to make. So I've always pronounced Thalia's name as Talia. Sorry. It's gonna take a lot for me to get used to saying Thalia. Like, it just sounds so weird in my head. But I'll make the effort.
We've been family ever since.
She's been watching me since I got here. Why?
Annabeth is the strongest warrior in camp. The only way left to prove herself is to go on a quest.
What does this have to do with me?
Chiron's been promising her for years. One day, a demigod would arrive who was fated to go on a quest that even Chiron couldn't prevent. And when that happened, she could join it. Every new arrival, Annabeth watches, looking for a sign they're the one. Usually she gives up after a day or two, but she's still watching you.
Can you ask her to knock it off?
Yeah, sure. But what if she's right?
Heroes, it's time.
I like how Clarice is like
These rules will be
dressed in combat
respected.
pants. Those camo pants.
Magical items you may possess are permitted as well.
Really repping her father there.
Every camper.
It's okay. Company! Move out!
Not you, Sunshine. You're with me.
Not Sunshine. Percy, you can see the stick or the wood there. How do you still trip over it?
Fine, thanks. But I appreciate you, standing there.
I love Leah's portrayal of Annabeth so far. She's very direct, very like unimpressed, and just it's on par with her character in the book. At least in the beginning. You guys, I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but like I'm living for these early stage Percabeth moments. Like I need more.
Fit into all this, do you? Game on. Wait, what? Gift from my mom. Don't worry.
Baby, you're bait.
Do great. Do what? Great.
You'll do great as bait is what she's saying. You know, I'm not really a fight choreography expert, obviously, but I like the fighting sequence so far. It doesn't feel awkward or jagged, if that makes sense. It flows, so.
Annabeth's got a plan. Percy's on it. When it's time, he's gonna be ready. I know it.
No. I saw a clip of him doing the floss on Instagram, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's so awkward. Oh my god, why would he do that? That's embarrassing." Like, shut the frick up. This is a 12-year-old kid that has ADHD, that's incapable of sitting still for more than a second. All right, he's gonna be up to some weird shenanigans. Okay, like give him a break. He's a child. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
I'm actually not interested in maiming or killing you, believe it or not. I just want you to admit you're a fraud. It'd make me feel better. Are you feeling up to that yet? Guess it's a no.
It's your fault for attacking him, babes. Walker has talked about that like scene a lot in like interviews where she screamed at him and he's like I was genuinely terrified, and I can see why. That scream is a little intense.
Not bad, hero.
Were you here the whole time?
Yes.
You were here the whole time and you didn't help me?
Yes. Listen. Percy. I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you?
Just trust the process, okay? She knows something's up. Look at her. Look at the gears working in her head, like in her eye movement. You know what I mean?
I don't understand.
The water is healing you. I've got chills on my arms. Oh, it's so good. I like how big it is. In my head, when I used to, like when I read the books, I always envisioned it like smaller than that. But I like how long they made it.
Stormbreaker, Percy Jackson, son of Poseidon.
Chills! Chills, chills, chills.
As a forbidden
Child of the sea god, you are singular amongst demigods. And your father's only hope to prevent the outbreak of war. For months now, Zeus and Poseidon have been locked in a dispute over the Master Bolt, the symbol of Zeus's authority.
and it has been stolen.
Who stole it?
You did.
What?
Zeus is looking for a thief, sees a forbidden child, claimed by his jealous brother. It doesn't look good for you, kid.
I didn't do anything.
Of course you didn't. But your father needs your help. An ultimatum has been given to him by Zeus that if he doesn't return the bolt by the summer solstice in 1 week, there will be war. That is your quest. You must leave immediately.
Leave? Leave for where?
Zeus is king on Olympus, and Poseidon has always resented it, but there is a third brother who has always deeply resented them both.
Hades.
Yes.
The bolt is with Hades. In the underworld.
I know it sounds daunting, but you won't be alone. The quest is always undertaken by 3.
Great. Good luck finding those guys, because it ain't gonna be.
Poseidon has claimed you. This is his will.
Poseidon has ignored me my entire life.
You are his son.
I am Sally Jackson's son.
Who's Sally Jackson?
She's the one who cared enough to call herself my mother. She's the one who got herself killed so that I could be
Safe here.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance. You will accept this quest.
I won't.
Hey, everybody.
Grover, now is not the time.
I watched that little exchange a little bit when I was recording the episode, and it's powerful. That was really good acting on Walker's part. Like he's for his age. For his age, he is a fantastic actor. There's so much potential in him too, just to kind of develop it more as he grows. But I've been really impressed with him throughout this episode, and like his other movie, The Adam Project as well. Like he was really good in that as well. So great casting. Honestly.
I'm sorry, sir, but I have news.
Grover,
Sally Jackson is alive.
It looked like she died, but it only looked that way.
Grover.
Your mother was stolen by Hades, which means she's with him now in the underworld. That's where they want you to go too, isn't it? I think you can bring her back. When do we leave?
Okay, everybody, that is the end of episode 2. I really enjoyed that episode as well. The first episode was a great start to the series, and this episode is a great continuation of the story so far. I love the pacing. I feel like the pacing was perfect in this episode. One thing I've been having an issue with a lot of Disney Plus shows is their pacing. It's either like way too fast or it's either like way too slow. For me, this episode was perfect. It was exciting, it was endearing, it was informative, it was just everything, and I really enjoyed it. Obviously there is quite a few changes again, and I personally don't have an issue with that. I think the changes that they've been making kind of it works for the show, it works for the story that they're trying to tell, and these changes aren't so like drastic that it's like altering the whole entire story of Percy Jackson, because it's not. These changes, I feel like, are being made for like cinematic purposes or for like timing purposes, which makes sense to me, and it's impossible to like make an adaptation of a book like word for word. Like nobody has time or the budget for that. Maybe some people might have the budget for that, but you know what I mean. And so I personally like it. I know some people have been having issues with the changes, I don't know. Everybody's different. Something that works for me is not going to work for somebody else. And so, if you have like some issues with the changes, it's a valid feeling. So don't feel like discouraged because a lot of people don't seem to have an issue with it. I know a lot of people are having some issues with the changes, but I personally don't. I feel like the changes that they've been making work for the show. It's not altering the story of Percy Jackson at all. The essence of the book is still very much present. The feeling that the show incites, it's like exactly, for me, it's exactly how the books used to make me feel. And also, it's kind of like a pleasant surprise. It's not always fun to know what's gonna happen all the time. And also like book readers or book fans of the show can sit down and watch the show and be pleasantly surprised by the stuff that's being added or taken out, just because I don't know, I feel like it keeps us on our toes, you know what I mean? It's I don't know, I know some people have been having issues with the changes that they've been making, and honestly, I have no. Okay, everyone, that concludes the end of the episode. I had a really fun time with it. I thought the pacing was really good. One thing that I've been having issues with a lot of Disney Plus TV shows is the pacing. They're either way too fast or they're way too slow. And for me, this episode was it was perfectly paced. It was exciting. It was emotional. It was very endearing. I loved the portrayal of Capture the Flag. It was really fun. I don't know, you guys, I've been really enjoying these episodes. I know, obviously, there's been quite a few changes that has been made. And for me, I personally don't have any. I already know what's going to happen in the Percy Jackson series. I've read all 5 books. I've read the continuing series after that as well, and so when I watch these episodes and I see these new changes or additions, for me it's pleasant because it's a nice surprise, and I generally don't like surprises, but for this show I've been enjoying it. It's been keeping me on my toes, and I don't know, I really don't know what to say. I just feel like it works. It just does. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought about it as well. I know not a lot of people have been for it, but I personally am. If you're one of those people that don't like these changes, let me know in the comments below why you feel that way. I would really like to know. So, okay, that is it. Bye.